Hey guys, what's going on? It's Green Zero back here with another game from the series. This one is the quarterfinals, and it will be Nashington fresh from his victory over Bike Rush Owns. He will be playing against Maze. I didn't actually double check the bracket. Maze did defeat someone to get here. They're probably going to be a bit disappointed I didn't give them a shout out because I didn't actually check the brackets, but this is the quarterfinals, and Nashington now will be fighting Maze. Blackhand versus GDI, but this time Stephen Nashington is going to be the Blackhand player. We are on Tournament Dust Bowl, so not Smashed, it's Tournament Dust Bowl, and in the bottom right hand side, sorry, not bottom right hand side, bottom south side, it's not really on the right, but we have Stephen Donald Nashington playing as the Blackhand. He must be on top of the world right now, but he's got another ridiculously powerful opponent to play. He's going to be really cursing his luck in this tournament. He's playing against the amazing Maze. That's right, it's Maze, basically the best Tiberium Wars player, I believe, at the moment, and of course he's a pretty good Kane's Wrath player as well. He'll finish high in any tournament he plays in, but it's gonna be tight. These guys here are gonna be neck and neck. Maze does start open with a Refinery first, and Stephen Donald Nashington is going for both spikes. Has he got Flame? He has, which this is a good call from Maze here to not go for a spike. He could get a spike, but then he'd lose it almost straight away, and you've got to weigh up the cost of the infantry scouts you build when you're not going to get rushed by anything else, because it's highly unlikely Nashington will rush now that he's gone for a Disciple open. Not saying he can't, he can, and it might catch Maze off guard, but Maze probably wouldn't expect it. But Nashington, it's a good open for him. He's going to take both spikes. He's got Flame upgrade, which is good to have. It's obviously going to slow his eco down, and he's going to claim no kills for it. He might actually get this Rifleman squad. Maze trying to sneak around. Oh, he pulls back, and that's going to allow Maze to sneak through here. That's unfortunate for Nashington there. So the one scout that Maze has is going to sneak through and around. But again, he's probably seen the Flame. There is actually a bike. He's actually going to bike rush him, so here we go. He's really going to knock that Maze off his feet, but Maze is up to 4 Harvesters already, and that looked like a Pitbull. It was building a little bit too quickly there, so I think he's a bit concerned. And Maze is going to be fine because Nashington does not even have a second Harvester right now. That is a problem. He's not even queuing a ref, which means he's trying to build as many bikes as he can. And Maze is actually looking pretty good. He's actually got 4 of these Flame units here, which is obviously something to be happy about. Now, if they come in at the same time, the bikes, yeah, they'll be fine. This APC will find these. Oh, reverse move bug. Maze might actually lose that, and Nashington is going to gobble that up. He's like, num num num. Thank you very much. He does lose one now. The Blackhand won't be terribly effective against Harvesters here, but the Harvesters now, and of course he's going to run in and crush, and they have machine guns on them, but he pulls it forward. There's 4 bikes here, and this Harvester is pretty much as good as dead. The Blackhand units might want to start firing at the tower. They could probably burn it to the ground. One Harvester falls now. He has another APC coming out, but he kind of needs some Pitbulls, something to deal with the bikes. There's actually 5 bikes there now. Maze is going to lose a second Harvester. Nashington, this is actually playing a lot of dividends, and Maze did not see it coming. He did not see it coming. As he loses a 3rd Harvester, that's going to be critical. I think he should just go for it. He is going to go for it, and he does not quite get it. He does get it. 2 bikes went down, I believe, maybe a 3rd. I'm not quite sure. He did go in with 5, but he might have had 6. I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention. Meanwhile, Maze does spot this down here, sells off the power plant to get the kill there. So there you go, Nashington. He just has 2 Harvesters. You got to remember that Maze has 2 Harvesters. He's got 3 Harvesters. So you got to question: is Maze that far behind? These 3 bikes come in, they will get shot up a little bit. There's more bikes here actually. So there's been reinforcing bikes coming in. Maze has a little bit of damage on one of those Harvesters, but you got to remember Nashington has both of the spikes. They're both under his control, and they are really powering him something chronic right now, because Maze doesn't get that extra 20 credit a second that Nashington's got. Also, he's pretty badly damaged that Refinery, so that could be something to go and snipe later on. But nonetheless, he is building some more Harvesters now. He's realized, all right, cool, I should probably build some more Harvesters. He's got 3 power plants before the expand. Very close expansion. Probably don't need to build 3 power plants, but he is going to do so. Battle marker up there, and look at that, he's just going to poke him again. These Harvesters, 2 of them a little bit damaged, slightly damaged. That one bike gets left behind, unfortunately. Will it cost him his life? He tries to turn around, actually. That was nice. They're trying to duke him out and move forward, but not going to happen. Maze does have a second Refinery, but you got to remember that there's only 2 Harvesters here, so the second Refinery isn't too much of an issue. If you've got enough Harvesters to benefit from it, then yes, but I guess it's something he doesn't have to build later on because it's already built. 2 Refineries is definitely the go-to for a field of that size, but yeah, he's actually going for another expansion. Wow, he's only got 1 War Factory now. He's going to power some Harvesters off of it, but he's going to reach the eco point where 1 War Factory is just going to be actually, even now, 1 War Factory is not enough production for what he has. Nashington did deploy early. Is this? No, it's not a War Factory. It is going to be a Refinery. He does now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 and 2 there. And if this one's a harvest, he's going to have a nice ratio. Yes, he's going to have a nice ratio there. That's pretty cool. Battle marker up there. A few APCs moving forward. They will find this garrisonable structure. They don't really want to move too close because now they're in range of the flame. And that will do a little bit of damage to the APCs. Nashing could just jump to the next building. These 2 bikes, that's all the bikes he has left, are going to jump in here. Can they do some damage? Maze appears to have repaired. No, those are the 2 damaged ones there. But yeah, he's getting a bit unlucky, Nashing, and the damaged harvesters are the ones that he's not actually coming in close range to. Another bike will get picked off, but for right now, it's just Nashing keeping an eye on seeing what Maze is doing. But Maze needs some more. Yeah, he realized it now. He redeploys, like, hang on a second, I've only got 1 war factory. I probably got, he's just going to pull money. Nashing has 3 grand, Maze has 6, so there you go. He needs to turn that into an army. Because I don't reckon floating that much is a good idea, because you kind of want to have an army. You know, instead of having 6 grand, if you had, you know, extra 6 predator tanks, that would definitely be nice. Because you're only limited by time if you've got the money, and time is, of course, takes time to build an army. But he will actually be able to take this spike eventually when he moves down. He is going for APM, about a quarter of the way done here. He's just going to dance around a little bit. What's Nashing going to do? A few flame tanks would definitely benefit him because, of course, the GDI composition is very strong, that he's going to have predator tanks and APCs, but it won't be able to do anything about flame tanks sneaking into the back of his base. He'll be like, oh crap, imagine if there's a flame tank back here or back here. It would take him so long to get back there that the flame tank would have leveled half of his base. So what I would like Nashing to do, or send some flame tanks out. He does not have a command center yet, so he's sticking tier 1. Scorpion tanks infantry, he's got double war factory and double racks. That's going to be pretty powerful against what Maze has. The predator tanks aren't going to be nowhere near as effective, and of course he needs the predator tanks to deal with the scorpions, because the APCs by themselves will not be able to deal with that. If there's too many scorps, then of course you got a question, who's got the stronger composition here? AP ammo is done. The GDI force is more expensive right now and will actually win in a stand-up fight, and it's got the maneuverability as well. But Nashing needs to get an angle, and then he can be quite powerful, especially if he takes out the units he needs to take out. And there's no predator tanks up the front. There are predator tanks here now, but he'll probably get sniped down pretty quickly. Actually firing at the power plant, that's drawing a lot of fire. That is drawing a lot of fire for Maze. And Nashing's like, yeah, cool, you can shoot at that power plant because it is worth bugger all right now. Yeah, it's a $500 structure, didn't even destroy it, no upgrade. And that allowed Nashington to really pick apart the first or the front line of that unit there. What's happening over here? A few bikes do sneak through. I'm not sure if they've claimed a harvest to kill. Nashington might want to micro them a bit better. These 2 AP ammo towers should be able to clear the path here, and surprisingly they don't get any more bikes. The rest of them will actually escape. He will find this harvester. He might actually be able to destroy that harvester, but no, Nashington not really concentrating too heavily on that. Maze is moving his army back. He's got a tech center, but he's going to get pressured here. No dozer blades for Nashington. He is going for it. It's halfway done, and he's not even going to wait for it to finish. He's like, yep, cool, I'm just going to go into this field. His infantry here are back here. He needs to be careful. His tanks are separated from his infantry, and the GDI force now will do a lot of damage. He does claim a harvester kill. He could claim a second harvester kill, but he does not stick around. The focus firing not on point there for Nashing. Even another harvester a little bit too far out there, and Maze is getting really lucky that Nashing's not seeing that. He could come back and finish it, but the GDI army is not in good position. A sonic emitter is done, and I think 1 sonic is enough. He just needs to put down AP ammo towers because he can deal with the scorpion tanks, I reckon. He just can't deal with the infantry. And there we go. He will be moving those back. That sonic emitter will scare him off. Oh, we got mammoth tanks and railguns. Are you sure? So he's going for railguns, and we have beam cannons here. What is Nashing going to do? He's going to do some kind of push here. He's going to have 5 beam cannons, a 6 beam cannon, which means he can sit back and snipe down all the structures here. But the GDI army is just getting large. It is getting quite big. Nashing does not have enough infantry here. If he had more infantry, I'd be a lot more comfortable. Dozer Blades is done, of course, and he will now be firing that APC reverse, moving right into that. If he snipes down the sonic emitter, there's no defenses queued, which means that is, he sells off. He's like, holy crap, this is an interesting strategy by Nashing, and does decoy. That fails pretty hard. He is expanding though, just a shadow turret maybe to protect against engineers, and I think actually the decoy armor was so he got vision of this base. But that predator, that mammoth tank is getting hit by 4, 5, 6, and he's just tanking that. And yeah, he's going to go for the structure now. He should be able to destroy it and pull back. He needs to pull those beams back, and he does pull the beams back. The mammoth tank is pretty heavily damaged, but there's going to be a pretty big engagement here, and it looks like these guys are going to commit. So Maze, it's going to be pretty tight here now. Oh, I don't know who's going to win this. It's really going to be a bit of a slugfest. The beam cannons are firing now. They are firing from the rear of this force here, and I don't know what's happening. I think Maze is actually losing out a little bit here. This is a pretty intense engagement right now. and that the beam cannons are mostly still alive. Almost all of them. One did go down there, but there's still 4, 5, 6 of them remaining. The mammoth tanks and the predator tanks are all that's remaining. There's no APCs, which means, I mean, they do have railguns, which is great, but the infantry, they don't want to fight infantry. They do not want to fight them. There's enough Scorpion tanks left just to assist, but the beam cannons need to get back up here. Oh, the Marv, the Reclamator hub could get sniped here. Nashington needs to see it. He needs to see this Reclamator hub, and whatever it was cancelled, so I believe it was not a Marv. I don't think it was a Marv. But meanwhile, he's going to fight this. Shockwave artillery comes down. He does get some of the units here, but his tanks are getting chewed up by rocket squads. They're just firing at them, even though they've got railguns. It's not a good idea. The beam cannons, though, not really targeting the structures. They need to target structures. They're trying to target units. He goes in for the crush, but the Black Hand forces appear to be a little bit too strong here. Actually, quite a lot of them do get crushed, but the Predator tanks are getting torn to shreds now. Bring the radar back up. Totally forgot to bring that one back up. But the Marv is actually out, so maybe he just paused it so you could get the shockwave. And he's got these beam cannons here. They can actually fire through that obstacle by the looks of things here. Not sure how well that's going to go. The beam cannons are all splitting their fire right now. One of them's firing at that V35, which is not the best idea in the world. Oh, another one gets picked off there as well. He's got sniper teams here. Sniper team's not the best versus Black Hand because it takes 2 shots per disciple, but there's bugger all infantry here, which means he's going to be able to destroy that. That Harvester is in the wrong part of town right now. Oh, is that going to be for a click? I'm not quite sure. He doesn't have one ref over here. You got to remember, Maze only one ref. And starting to snipe down the Australian infantry. The Harvester does get away. Nashington does have double ref here. Wow, Nashington is actually in a pretty good position. That was a very nice push. And he does hold that spike. Maze hasn't realized it, or he hasn't had the time to build the units he needs. That Predator tank is as good as dead. Now, he's got to watch out. The beam cannons can actually kill the sniper teams extremely quickly because they do grenade type damage. And snipers have like no armor. I don't even think they wear bulletproof vests because they will die to basically anything. If you blow at them, they will fall over and die. We got a few orcas here, but they're not going to be terribly effective against what he has. The beam cannons are now firing at the Marv. There's only 4 of them. Their combined beam is not doing a lot of damage. The sniper teams are getting somewhat ignored, but there are actually raider buggies here which are trying to clean them up. The orcas will be coming across trying to destroy the beam cannons. They will be doing a lot of damage. The Marv may actually be able to escape. He's going to go all for it, but there's a lot of APM and rifleman squads here. He might just want to flame them down. He's going for the Marv. He needs a few more rocket volleys to kill it off. If he does not kill this off, that is going to be a pretty big victory there for Maze, and he will not actually be able to defeat the Marv. The Marv will pull back, but there are no repair pads for the Marv. There is not a single repair pad, and he's building engineers. I'm not sure what for. Maybe he doesn't realize he's fully garrisoned it. He's actually got 2 rifleman squads in there by the looks of things at the back and 2 zones at the front, which means he needs something to repair the Marv. He doesn't have a war factory here. We got something up here. Oh, there's a flame tank. There is a sneaky flame tank. There's another flame tank coming in as well. Maze is in so much trouble. There's actually orcas though, and the orcas will be able to respond. He does not actually finish that power plant. He needs to finish that. He actually managed the splash damage kills it. Wow, that's pretty intense. But he will kill those. Flame tanks are coming out in a time where there's now orcas out, which are a problem because they will destroy them pretty easily. Looks like he's going to push forward. There's a few more. Actually, 1 sniper team does remain, but yeah, there's enough here to push this back. Nashington's like, yep, cool, I'm going to just try to destroy these units here now, and the sniper teams will get killed. These rocket squads which were left behind will also be destroyed. Nashington just happy to mine on this field here, not worried. He's actually going for tech centers now, but he's not going for supercharge, which is a bit interesting. We'll have to see what he plans to do with that. Maybe for a Redeemer. Yeah, he's going for a Redeemer. So he realizes that he can't do it alone. But that push on Maze's third base was pretty awesome. And look at this, Maze is going to fully repair this Marv. He's got 2 rigs and he's got a war factory. I don't believe that they don't actually stack. I'm not sure if he realizes that, but you can see only 1 repair drone will actually repair that. So the rigs will not stack repair. The rigs will repair faster than a regular war factory, but as you can see, it's only 1 repair drone. It doesn't actually work like that, Maze, but he will be able to repair that pretty quickly with a rig. Battle marker down here, nothing serious. But of course, we do have Spectre artillery out. Let's have a look and see what he's going to be doing with that. That's going to be an interesting move there. I reckon he could still go back for beam cannons. Beam cannons are very cheap, and you need more of them. But again, they're accurate. They have range, not as much range as a Spectre. But I guess he is looking to siege this base eventually. But the Orcus now continuing to clean up the scouts there. Nothing too serious. Maybe he was going to get some eyes on something clicks. That would definitely be clicked in 1 shot. So does he have a click plant? No, he doesn't have a click plant. Nashington choosing not to go for the clicks. He is putting up a lot of double A turrets, so obviously concerned. No, he does actually have Tib Court just finished. Oh, it just finished as I saw it there. The Raider buggy comes in. Is Maze going to feel it? I think he feels a Tib Vang, which is why he's moving his army away. But he's got a pretty classic composition here, but no Juggernauts. Notice that there are no Juggernauts in this army. which Nashington is going to probably be okay with. I mean, it's hard to put... Oh, it's actually Juggernauts coming out now. I was going to say Juggernauts are the unit here, which are going to put pressure on, because if he starts to move across the map, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. A lot of Predator tanks moving over here. There's actually no defenses over here. Oh my god, Nashington has no defenses over here. These Predator tanks have crossed the map, and he's going to have to move his army up here. He does have a nuclear missile. It was only to block this force here, and Maze is going to move into this base here, completely uncontested. He's trying to go for an obelisk. I believe it might just be a supercharge. Yeah, it is just going to be a supercharge. Now, it's a good move to pull his harvesters off the line. There's no point just getting them all destroyed, especially when they're also full of tib as well. A lot of them are full of tib. What's happening over there, not quite sure, but Maze levels this base. There's not much Tiberium there, which means it's okay for Nashington to lose this, I think. He's even trying to push out the panic fanatics here, because it's really all he can do, and you can see there, they will actually be able to destroy that Predator tank. One leftover battle marker down here. Oh, what was that? Something just got destroyed. I believe it was Orcas trying to snipe harvesters. They got completely destroyed there. That was not too good. Meanwhile, these Predator tanks will fall back. Some of them will actually survive, which is good for Maze. Now, the infantry army is in the wrong side of the map, because it needs to be down here, because Maze now has an army. He needs to get a rage gen off. He needs to get the rage gen off, and he's going to move forward. The Juggernauts already have range, but the Marv is going to turn around and take a swing at them. Even if they kill just one Juggernaut, that'll definitely be worth it. He kills one Juggernaut. Does he get a show off? No, that's as long as the rage gen will last for him. So he's going to pull back. There's one Spectre Artillery. I think he changed his mind about the Spectres. He built one and was like, yeah, no, I'm not actually going to go for these. So that's a bit unfortunate, but he's got 4 Juggernauts, 5 Juggernauts. I'm not sure where the rigs are. They're coming to join the party. Battle markers over here as well. Not 100% sure what those guys are going to be doing over there. But the Marv is moving around, and he's going to start pushing. There's more Juggernauts coming. This is a real problem for Nashington. He has not a lot to deal with those. He's got a Redeemer, but he can't stealth it. And those Scorpion tanks are going to get chewed up pretty quickly. That Spectre Artillery might just want to just pack up, because, yeah, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. He will actually be packing up and reverse maybe out of there. Meanwhile, Nashington is going to move through this base. There's not a lot here, but he can destroy it nonetheless. These harvesters are going to be pretty much as good as dead, although Maze probably doesn't need as many harvesters as the start of the game, because there's almost no tib left, but still just throwing them away like that's a bit of an issue. We have Shockwave Artillery come down. It does miss. It misses this area here, and Nashington is under a lot of pressure right now. He does kill the air, but he doesn't have a lot else. He does put a Spectre shot right into that, but that's the last shot he's going to take. Will he get a kill? No, he does a little bit of splash damage. Meanwhile, Nashington just cleaning up this base over here. Maze getting ready to defend it. He's got hammerheads, he's got some APCs, some towers coming out. These Predator tanks are on the wrong side of the lines here, but they will be causing problems for Nashington, who's just having a little bit of difficulty now mounting any kind of defense whatsoever. He has one refinery up here. What's he going to do? He's placing down a double racks over here. He does have the Redeemer. It's got a lot of health, but his MCV is now under attack. His MCV is now under attack. There's a big line of Juggernauts here, and Maze is looking super good, even though this game started out so heavily in Nashington's favour, and that push was just beautiful that he did, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to defeat this army, and now he's getting focused down by all these Juggernauts, and yeah, he might be able to drop a couple of these. They're pretty heavily damaged, but he's going to run out of structures. He does have rockets, which will win through as long as they don't stop attacking the Mar. They could just go and destroy these Juggernauts. They're so heavily damaged. The infantry army seems to have been destroyed. Yeah, look at that. He held it. He held it. Nashington looking at this game going, oh man, I can't believe I'm going to put this one down. Maze is going to take an early 1-zip lead in this series, and it's a best of 3. So Nashington's going to find himself against the ropes once again. And look at this, Maze goes straight for the racks, realizing that the MCV did go down, and it's probably going to be his last production structures, and he should be able to destroy that. The Marv does go down, so he doesn't actually kill that. He does not kill that, and so the Juggernauts actually have to retreat. So wow, so he's going to survive, and some of the Juggernauts do turn around to suppress the infantry. I do this sometimes. I get some of them to keep attacking to suppress them, but these rocket squads, even a heroic one there, should be able to destroy these Juggernauts. Now, he does have a rack, so he can actually build engineers and reclaim those husks. There's 3 husks there, and that could be enough to put some pressure on Maze. He doesn't have much else. He's not going to have a Mar, that's for sure. He's got random hammerheads here, and the hammerheads are going to clean this up. They're going to like, yep, cool, and we're going to destroy the husks as well, just so Nashington doesn't get any ideas. But at this point, he could probably just about overwhelm the defenders on this base, and then just take this game here. Nashington choosing not to surrender just yet. And I mean, it's a tournament game, you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, there's actually some structures down here. Nashington realizes, yep, cool, that's GG. That was a really good game. I definitely enjoyed that, especially that fight. That push that Nashington did, so unfortunate he couldn't break Maze there. I felt if he played a little bit cleaner, he could have broken him. He had the tools. He did have the tools, but didn't focus fire on some of the units he probably should have done on. But nonetheless, that was a great game by Nashington. Really enjoyed that. And of course, Maze, rock solid there. He shows why he's an extremely powerful GDI player. He weathered it. He made really good decisions in that game as well. So, very good game. 161,000, 171,000. So Maze got 10 grand more, only right at the end. What can I say about that? Super close game. Maze takes a 1-0 lead in the best of 3 series. Stay tuned. Game number 2 is coming up right now. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Green Zero back here for game number 2 between Nashington and the amazing Maze. That's right, game number 2, Maze is 1 up, and he'll be looking to push through to the semi-finals, which are best of 5. But this series is the quarters, so it's only best of 3. So whoever gets through here has definitely got a good shot at winning that cash prize. So, but Nashington is once again fighting for his life here on Torment Rift. We're going to jump over the left-hand side, and Stephen Donald Nashington has decided to select the Black Hand faction again in this series. That's all we've seen so far in the first series between Bike Rush and Nashington as well. Again, GDR and Black Hand, very popular, very powerful factions. But I think in this day and age with 1.02 plus, all the factions are relatively evenly balanced. There's still things that are a bit iffy, you know, like hex slaming and things like that, and one clicks. But you know, if you put them head to head, some factions are a little bit better against certain factions, but it's relatively well even now, and a lot of people don't cry too much. But of course, in this series here, you know, you want to play your most powerful faction. Maze is going to have 4 rifle. Wow. He's actually going for another engineer, so he wants a bottom spike. He's actually got 5 rifle squads here, which means he wants to overwhelm Nashington's Cabal squads. You only need 3 rifles to overwhelm 1 Cabal squad. The DPS is so high that it will just kill them. Nashington, I believe, can actually get to this structure first, but his engineer may not be so lucky. He is getting pretty tight here now. We have Nashington also securing the center on that. May's not too fussed about that. He's coming down here, and he's going to have to make a run for it. He might have to bring his other Cabal squad back, and he is going to find out that there's 5 rifleman squad here, and he will... Oh, he puts the hallucinogenic grenades down, and that's going to cost him 1 squad. The first squad is affected by that. Oh, can he snipe that? Can he snipe that? No, it's not going to happen. It is not going to happen right now. Oh, man, that is so unlucky. If that was me, I would have lost it. And he's firing at it. Oh, my God, that is tight. He does lose the squad. Oh, man, look at that shooting up the cliff as well. It's just so... luck. Every single time I always get shot through spikes, and I can never do it myself. It's just luck, and I think if CGF had the ability to do so, he would fix it. I'm pretty sure he's had a look at that, and he has claimed that shooting through spikes has been fixed a couple of times, but we all know that's not true. It doesn't happen as often, but you know, it keeps happening to me. CGF, fix it. But nonetheless, we have a Reckoner coming out here by Stephen Donald Nashington. He will be double flame. Oh, where you going? You left him behind. Yep, cool. Look at those. The wheels are spinning. They're just waiting for him. And he is off now. Maze has no idea this is coming. He has a scout. He has a scout now. Is he going to pick up on the fact there's no second refinery? He's going to see a lot of harvesters if he comes in, but he won't see an upgraded power plant. But again, the fast Reckoner doesn't necessarily mean that that's there. Now, is Maze going to pick up on the fact, yeah, oh, look at this. He's got Predator tanks. He's even got rocket squads. He's like, I know what you're doing. He only went for 1 refinery. Only went for run, and then look at this. Oh no, Nashington, this is going to go straight down, and that is not going to do anything. He immediately de-garrisons, realizing that he's just going to lose that. The rocket squads are going to be destroyed, but these guys here, they're just going to get crushed. He does split one away to go get the spike, which is a good idea, but the other one is probably going to be destroyed. Now, Maze is redeployed, and he should be good to go for more economy now. He doesn't need to worry about that too much, and he will be getting the crush off here. Again, Nashington forced out a lot of response, though, from Maze. If we look at Nashington's economy, he is now on 5 and 2, and going to the expansion, Maze is on 3 and 1. The refinery is about halfway done, so he is behind. He does have more ground units, though, but they're on the other side of the map, and he can't really bring them across to push, because he doesn't have any supporting units. If Nashington sees that coming, couple of rocket squads, see you later. But he is moving down here. He's trying to de-garrison these guys here. They are flaming down the Predator tank. No, he just de-garrisons, realizing, hey, I'm not going to stick around. I'm just going to leave. Cabal squad picking apart that power plant there. It's probably not going to do too much damage. Click, click. But these guys, isn't that nice? They're sharing the spikes. They're like, oh, and Maze is like, oh, you know, Nashington, you can have that spike and I'll have this one, buddy. You know, it's like, it's just so nice when that happens. What are you doing, Nashington? He's got some bites coming out. Is he going to go for a second war factory? No, he's not going for a second war factory because he has another harvester down here, but he is going to go for Maze's spike, and he realizes it's undefended. He's going to move to the other structure, which is a good idea. Something he can do pretty easily. Maze is going to take a long time for him to actually recapture that as well. He does have 5 and 2 on the main, and he has 1 and 1 on the expansion, and he puts down another power plant, maybe going for a comm center. She probably doesn't need one just yet. I mean, infantry are coming out, but Nashington is not going for that kind of push just yet. And I think Maze probably would sniff it out if it was coming. He doesn't have too much scouting, but he's got enough. Let's have a look and see what Maze can see. So Nashington is pretty comfortable. Can't see what Maze is doing at the expansion. He can see that he's actually trying to take blue team. Neither side actually refining or harvesting. Maze can see actually bugger all, so he's pretty wide open. And the Harvester, where are you going, buddy? Oh, he's actually going for the crush, and the Predator Tank crushed as well. Nashington did not give them an attack move order. He did not give an attack move order, and that is going to cost him more Predator Tanks streaming through now. But infantry are responding. Nashington did save his Harvester, but yeah, Maze is like, well, he kind of needs to harvest and run, and he's not going to get too much. He's going to start getting shot at, and he's going to have to make a move now. There's a lot of rocket squads here. They don't have flame upgrade, but they don't need it because the flame is pretty useless here. They're going to be outside the range of the Predator tanks. He's actually going to go back for more. Oh my god. Maze is really playing with fire. He's going for the crush move, and Nashington does not move. Oh, this Predator tank lines them up, and he gets everything. He gets more rocket squads coming now, and that Harvester. Oh my god, I can't believe this. This guy's here is so risky. Both sides playing to the risk, but Nashington will escape with no blue tib and an almost dead Harvester. Maze gets a full load of blue tib, and he's even coming back for more random battle markers here. We got some bikes moving through. Oh no, that Harvester got destroyed. It was not a blue tip Harvester. That's the blue tip Harvester. He probably would want to try to strike that one if he could. He is going to try to fire at this Harvester. If you pull it out of the refinery, it will block the vision because bikes can only shoot them if they're docked. They won't be able to shoot them from behind. If not, might be able to mine bomb him. No, not going to quite happen. More towers coming up now. These bikes are just going to run away from that. He might be able to get one more kill if he's lucky. No, not quite. He did refine blue Tiberium. He gets some free repairs on the way back as well. Meanwhile, Nashing trying to push that out. Maze here just cleaning up more blue Tiberium. He's so greedy. He's going to lose. He's going to cost him a Harvester there. That's not good at all. And the bikes might even pick that one up. Nashington realizes that Maze is not sending the units out to help, and he might be able to get the snipe off. Oh my god, he misses out. Oh, Nashington, that was an error. That was a critical error there. He could have sacked at least one bike or so to kill that, but he has not killed it, and that's got blue Tiberium. That's going to fuel Maze pretty heavily. Even taking the Tiberium from his spike, he needs to transition his Harvesters. He's not doing it. He might be doing it now. There we go. He's doing it now just as he sells that watchtower. Trying to box the bikes in. Nashing a big long line of infantry heading towards the expansion, but they need to group up, and he needs some cabals as well because that's what really does the buffing here. But these bikes are going to sneak around. They are going to sneak around. Is AP ammo done? No, it's only just started. Oh my god, it's a long way before that happens. Nashington could push before this hits. He's got no towers down as well, and Maze is going for an expansion. He does not realize the threat that is coming about him in the middle of the map. This could be a problem. All the bikes do get down. There's so many Harvesters here. Maze has really overspent on Harvesters, I think. I mean, he has lost a couple, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh, there's only 7 there. It looks more like it's more than that. Maze is moving to the center field though, but Nashington is already, he's scared. He's got double refinery. Oh my god, Nashington is such a good position right now economically. He hasn't harvested much of his expansion, but Maze needs to wait. He needs to hold the attack off till AP ammo is done. It's going to be done pretty soon, but this base is pretty wide open. He's leaving some units there. He's got no vision. He could totally get snuck up on by some tanks, but Nashington has 3 spike. Maze has no spike, and he's got double ref on the expansion. He puts that tower down in not a very good position. It's easily sniped straight away. APCs will be fighting, but they are getting flanked as well now. This is not good. Maze is caught in a little bit of a grinder here. There's a lot of infantry here, but Nashington doesn't have any cabals on the south side or the top side, so that's going to limit his potential, but I don't think it's going to matter. There's a big group of infantry here. He does go for the scatter move. First time we've seen that in this game from Nashington, but he will have enough, I think, to hold this off. He's got so much infantry, triple raxing it out. Again, no cabals, which means that's actually a cabal there. Remember, you've got to have the cabals because it makes the combat effectiveness of the infantry so much better. These forces here will probably be destroyed by those, but Nashington is just moving forward. He does not even care right now. He's got multi-MCV because he placed that Shredder Turret immediately. I'm not sure if he's going for a tech center or what, but he is going to try to push through here now. The MCV is now going to be under attack. Maze has a structure queued. It is going to be a Rax block. He fences his own MCV. He needs to get some towers up right now because Nashington is pushing all the way through this area here. Maze does not have enough. He's not going to have enough, and Nashington not even letting him anywhere near the midfield. He's just like, stay away, this is my tip, and Maze kind of needs to get that. He's got a lot of the blue tip, of course, and of course he's got a lot of tip on his expansion still, but if he loses his MCV here, that's really going to hurt his ability to construct an army worthy of taking the center field or taking more Tiberium, because if Nashington secures the center tip field and is able to harvest it for long enough, he's going to be having a good time. That Shadow Tank does a lot of damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh my god, he killed so many rocket squads then, but the Disciples will take that all day, and that's really what's is going to be a problem now, because he's killed most of the rockets, but the Disciples are going to stick around and be annoying. That one Shadow Tank will fall. A few of these towers do get repaired to full health and they will be retained. Nashington has been held off, but he's got more infantry here. He's putting up the double HR. I think he predicts that there is going to... Oh no, he's actually picking off units coming out of the war factory. There's actually triple ref here. That's probably a bit of an error, maybe because he couldn't expand down the center. He had a ref queue, but he does not have an airfield. He's got 2 war factories, and these infantry now are picking him off. These towers here probably will fall short. He's going to try to hold it with Shatter at APC, but he doesn't have anything planned for the long run. Tech Center is down. We have Harvesters being transitioned to the middle field. Big sell-off here by Nashington. And I think he will clean this up. Yeah, Maze will clean it up with the Harvesters. So the Harvesters will end that attack there. But there's no blue Tiberium left. He's exhausted it, and he's exhausted his main field, which means what he's got is pretty much it. He can sell for a while, but he's got APC Shadow, which is really powerful against what Nashington has. But he hasn't got enough of it. He probably needs about twice as much as what he's got here, I think, to really push through and destroy the MCV. Because right now, Nashington's probably just going to hold it. And you can see he's pulling back. He's waiting for his army to get bigger, and so he has his obelisk drop as well. He's content for these forces to keep Maze busy while he actually does that. But Maze is bringing in more Shadow tanks. Another Shadow tank, even showing 2 more Shadow tanks, so he's got a lot of Shadow tanks here, and that is a big problem. Harvesters being called in to fight as well. Wow, he might actually lose this. Obelisk goes down. Not sure if there's a second one queued somewhere else. Yeah, second one is there. He could pull back. Oh man, if Maze sits just here, he could shell that outside the range of the Obelisk, but right now he's going into the meat grinder. He is going into the meat grinder exactly where Nashington wants him to be. He's like, yep, cool, into my killing field. Maze did not read that too well at all, even placing the Redeemer Engineering Facility on the front line. And Maze is going to be GG. There's a battle marker in his field as well. No, it's just a buggy. And Maze effectively defeated there in that game. So Maze will actually go down. So it's going to be 1-1. Nashington fighting his way back into this series as well in the quarterfinals of the tournament. 11 minutes that game. Let's have a look at the economy. 122,000 and 97,000, or 98,000 basically. So Nashington had a little bit of a nice buffer. Most of it, again, came at the end, which means Nashington made a bit better decisions in that game. And unfortunately, Maze not able to capitalize. There was a few more points where he could have got his army into a bit better position, but choosing to engage a bit rashly there, unfortunately, did cost him. So Nashington levels a series 1-1. We go to the ace match again. So super tight tournament. Stay tuned to my channel. We'll have game number, or stay tuned to this video. We got game number 3 coming up right now. Okay, guys, welcome back to game number 3, the ace match, and we have an interesting matchup here. We have Nashington and Maze. And Maze has selected Tournament Tower. I know he's a Tib Wars player. He has selected Tournament Tower as a battlefield, and they're both Blackhand. A Blackhand mirror on Tower. This is going to get messy for sure. We're going to jump in straight away. And we are going to see the amazing Maze playing as the Cyan Blackhand on the left-hand side here. He is 1 game to 1 game. So I was going to say 1 game up, but he's not 1 game up anymore. It's an ace match time, and he's going to be going straight for his spike here. No Disciple upgrade. Nashington, Stephen, Donald Nashington is going to be doing the exact same opening here as well. He's going for his spike. This is not Tournament Tower, so there's no gap here. You can't get up and down the sides of the map like that, so it's very funneled. Tournament Towers having the entries here and here makes a huge difference on the map, as well as having no tower. Now, interesting enough, Maze is going to make it to the center structure first. He is going to fire at Nashington, but he should be able to get away, I believe. Yeah, he does get away. 5 of the squad members still alive. He's actually going to pursue him, so he's going to chase those guys, and why the hell not? He might force out a buggy as well from Stephen Donald Nashington. He's going for the War Factory now. Maze also doing the exact same thing. Drafts an extra pair. Was there a scout there? I don't believe there was. He just wants another squad, maybe to take the center. Maybe he's expecting to lose this squad or force a Shredder turret out of Nashington. But he still wants control of the center, because that center tower is pretty important in this game if you can control it. The Raider buggy will come out, so Nashington probably will not drop his what do you call it, his Shredder turret. Actually, no, he's actually going to lose this fight. Or is he going to lose? No, he actually defeats them. Wow, that's nice. So that's pretty cool. He can cancel the Shredder turret if he wants. There's no flame rush coming. Maze is also not flame rushing. Wow, none of these guys decide to rush each other. That's unusual in a Blackhand mirror on such a small map. And Nashington's going to see, hang on, you have not rushed me. Of course, Nashington had to build a buggy, whereas what do you call it? Maze did not build a buggy, so his harvesters are out a bit faster. Maze is going to be looking a little bit better. We can see the harvest. The 4th harvester is halfway done, whereas the 4th harvester for Maze is actually just about to come out. He's not actually that far ahead, is he? Maybe what's going on here? Is there something I missed? Maybe. Yeah, Nashington trying to power micro down. So the harvester from Maze should be out about 5 seconds faster, which was about what it was. So I guess that's okay. More power plants coming down. Maze content to sit at the bottom of the ramp. He's got enough build radius to plant a structure up there. But again, late game 1 clicks will have your structures quite close together, unless you like crawl with an operations center. But you don't want to put your operations center in too much danger, because it's kind of important if you want to keep it around. Of course, no blue tip field in the corner either, so this is the classic tournament tower. EA made, of course, and yeah, this here, I couldn't believe it. Tournament tower, Black Hand Mirror, and no one's really doing anything. They're just kind of chilling. I think they're waiting to see what the other player's doing, so they're just going to eco till that point. And they're both doing mirror builds except for the buggy. Of course, Scorpion tanks are also coming out by both sides here now. He might get a kill on that buggy. No, it's got too much on him. He puts it into heavy damage mode, but it's still faster than a Scorpion tank, I believe. It's going. Oh yes, he stops that. He stops. That's a bit of an issue here. So he does stop, which he could have got that away. Notice how the monorail track doesn't actually go all the way to the edge of the map. When they expanded the map in a patch, very early in development, the map was not this wide. They widened it, and of course they didn't widen the track. I believe it's they did it on the other side, yeah, but they didn't do it on the side they needed to do it on, which is a bit of a pain. It means that the monorail cart doesn't actually drive either, because I believe it used to actually move, but I don't think it does because the track isn't complete. It's just stuck there, or maybe they just disabled it. But I'm pretty sure it used to move. But Scorpion tank battles are going to ensure now. Double War Factory for Maze. I believe Nashington, exact same build. Mirror builds here. He does have his Operation Center. A sneaky Flame Tank could be the key to victory for both sides here. We know how much of a pain in the ass they are when you've got mass Scorpions here. Maze is actually going to go for some infantry support as well, which is going to be powerful now. He might want to take advantage of the logistics center, but of course, Nashington's going to focus it down right now. He's like, cool, I'm not going to leave this here so that you can garrison with triple rocks. We actually de-garrisons it as well, so he can't actually focus it down, or he could still focus it down, but he doesn't draw as much fire. And there we go, triple rockets, more rockets still coming, 4 rocket squads, it only holds 3, so extra one for good measure. Nashington probably going for Dozer Blades, could be all-inning off a triple war factory here. He is going for a Rax here as well. What's Maze got? Do you have an operate? Oh, his is almost done. He's almost got Dozer Blades. It's going to be ahead of Nashington, and now he's got rockets in here. He's going to engage. He is going to engage. The rockets are still firing. The logistics center not going down just yet. And Nashington being pushed back to his base. Maze is going to enjoy this. Dozer Blades is going to be done momentarily. It is done just as the engagement opens up. Nashington has a few more tanks though, and I think Maze is in a little bit of a situation here. They're going to see the classic Scorp spam. They're trying to focus each other down. Nashington still does not have Dozer Blades. Splits and comes out now, and Maze is really pushing. The rockets spewing from the logistics center, not doing too much now, and Maze is getting whittled down. Yeah, the War Factory reinforcements and the repairs now are helping Nashington to win this fight. He could take out one more Scorpion tank, which he will be doing. Some more Scorp tanks here. Maze moved in way too heavily there. He just committed. So all the Scorp tanks which are going around here just getting picked off really easily, really simple for him. The rockets will be de-garrisoned. They won't actually be crushed. He has more rockets here as well. He's got a couple of Scorpion tanks, maybe enough to hold this, but he is going to go in for the crush move now. He still has these rocket squads here, but they're going to get shot up by the Cabal squads. Maze has more reinforcements here now. Let's see if he can hold this. He does lose that tank there. Doesn't get it microed around quite quick enough. He's got more units coming out. He could go. Oh, he actually puts down a laser turret. He's so desperate to defend this one off, and he's desperately trying to hold it. Nashington is really pushing hard. Do we have a flame tank in the base? No, I thought I saw something there on the radar, but I don't think so. Only one ref here for Maze. He is trying to hold this. Nashington is pushing forward. Nashington could push him out of the game right now. Oh, it's going to be so tight. Is he going? He's not going for Fanatics. He is not going for... He has his MCV here. Oh my god, Maze is in so much trouble right now. Maze is in so much trouble. He needs to do something about this. He doesn't really have anything. He's just going for more Scorpion tanks, but he will actually be able to hold this all of a sudden, turning it around a bit there. And Nashington is here. He only has one ref himself, so I don't know why he moved his MCV. Maybe he just wanted his own units. He actually puts a War Factory down. I think this is a little bit too ambitious now. Maze is turning this around. There's not a lot of Scorpion tanks. Both sides have very few Scorpion tanks. That laser turret actually doing work, so there you go. Their damage output is extremely low. You can see they're hardly even scratching these tanks, but they do draw fire. He's actually got a second one down there now. He is spamming laser turrets. That's something you'd never see the Nod factions build, but they're drawing fire and they're doing a little bit of damage, not a lot. But yeah, they're just so weak that I think they definitely need a a damage increase here. But yeah, they are continuing to fire. Again, drawing fire. Maze does have a number of Scorpion tanks here. They're both sides trying to focus fire. There are some units over here now. Nashington bringing out some rocket squads, but of course that's going to force more Shredder turrets to come out of Maze. And it's going to be pretty tight now. I don't know who's going to win this one here. Nashington still committing to this. He only has one ref. He's only got one ref on the expansion, but Maze only has one ref as well. He's not building anything. He's just building Scorpion tanks and trying to queue base defenses. He's still going for more base defenses, and we can see that Nashington pushing in here now. No flame upgrade for either side, of course, because they just don't have the time or the means or the money to do that. Scorpion tanks still going down. These two laser turrets are still alive, so they're still actually shooting at these units now. But the Scorpion tanks are holding it off. The Shredder turrets are slowly starting to thin. the infantry, and because no flame is done, the shredder turrets are reasonably effective against the Nod infantry because there's no Black Hand to tank all that damage. Harvester's now getting shot up, and Maze is somehow just holding on. That Harvester will sneak away out of the battle. More the fire and debris over here. Scorpion tanks going down. Super intense here. A lot of shredder turrets coming out by Nashington, but again, it's just to draw fire. He could probably put his own laser turrets down, but he's still continuing to go for Scorpion tanks here. Battle marker over here, nothing serious, still not putting down another refinery. I think it's probably at this point in the game that he's just like, yeah, cool, I'm not even going to worry about another refinery. I'm just totally all in. There is a structure being queued. This could be a refinery. This could give Nashington the economy he needs because he probably has the harvesters. Could sell a bit at home. He's got enough harvesters there to definitely benefit from a second refinery, but he is keeping Maze at bay, and he's causing Maze a lot of problems. He can't harvest properly on his field because of this. Again, no beam cannons coming out from either side. They don't have the time or the money to build beam cannons. They just got to build Scorpion tanks, otherwise they risk being overwhelmed. Second ref is down. Nashington is looking in great position here. He's looking in very good position. But Maze is not dying right now. Maze has a good defensive position as well, something that Nashington's not going to be able to crack, but the fact of the matter is Nashington simply has more economy, and he's got a second war factory down here now. He's sold all up his main war factories. He has to sold one of his refs on his main, which he could be doing, but he is going to pull back here. I think he just needs to just chill a little bit, just build up his forces. That Scorpion tank just managed to escape there, but the other one here gets picked off. And yeah, there's actually 3 laser turrets there now. No, one of them appears to be a shredder turret, so 2 laser turrets, and Maze is actually overwhelming this. Oh my god, the laser turrets are actually still drawing fire. They just do such little damage, don't they? The Scorpion tank's doing a majority of the damage. A lot of Tiberium getting blown up there as well. Maze gets pushed back once again, so still getting pushed back by Nashington. And of course, Nashington does have that extra economy, and he's going straight back for a Rax. He's like, yep, cool, I'm just going to go back for a Rax now. I can afford to dual war factory with a Rax, and just to put pressure on him. But Maze has a lot of tanks here. He's still got a lot of tanks out. There's only 4 Scorpion tanks here by what do you call it, Nashington. More Scorpion tanks getting destroyed as well, and the shredder turrets, he sells off that Rax, and he doesn't have a lot. I'm not sure what that structure is. It's going to be a hand and odd. He does sell it off straight away. He kind of needs some fanatics, but there's kind of shredder turrets here as well. And oh my god, Nashington, he just doesn't have enough tanks left. Oh my god, I can't believe he's actually losing his tanks. He's losing his tanks too fast, and that Maze is milking them out of the war factory. This is not good. Nashington may actually fall just because he can't get he's got the money, he's got the economy, but he doesn't have the time. Maze still one ref in it here and hardly touched his expansion field. He does pull back momentarily. I think Nashington might have to go into a double rack spam with Shrine. That could be the answer here because he can't win the Scorp tank fight anymore. He cannot win it. Maze is now up to 12 tanks and Nashington has like 2. So Maze is just going to score ahead here. And he is going back for the Raxes, and he's trying to put these down here just to stall time, trying to snipe down what Maze has. But Maze, as soon as he's done with this field or this area, he's just going to move straight at Nashington. He's going to come straight at him, bro. And he has got rockets here. They are very well spread out, so he's going to start cost effectively countering these Scorpion tanks. But is it going to be enough? Maze is just going to move in for the crush move here, and he's doing a lot of damage. And I think it's a little bit too much. All the Scorpion tanks from Nashington are down, which means he's infantry only. He's not even producing out of this barracks right now. He's trying to get production going. That barracks not even producing. He doesn't have flame, which doesn't really matter because he's just getting crushed. But Maze, oh my god, he is going to hold 1 Rax expand. Nashington has harvested so much more Tiberium, but he just fed, I think, Maze a little bit too much. He wore through his forces, and Maze camped his construction. He shouldn't have put his war factory so close to the front line. He should have put them a little bit back. It's a Scorp tank battle. It's not a Titan versus like Scorpion tank wall off here. And Nashington, unfortunately, even though he's defeated Bike Rush, I think he's going to go down here unless there's a clutch flame tank or something I can't see. He's going to get another structure down, but no, he's just all in trying to save his MCV right now, and it's not going to happen. Maze, as soon as he puts down these Raxes, he's just going to destroy them. There's a Black Hand squad there as well. See you later, MCV. Nashington will fall. Maze will take this series another 2-1 here. Oh man, but Maze this time knocks out Nashington, who knocked out Bike Rush. What a crazy tournament here. And Maze moves through, slicing past Stephen Donald Nashington. So that's unfortunate there for Steve Nash. Whoa, that would have been so intense to play, because you got to remember when you're playing that game and it's so super tight, and that fight went for like 7 or 8 minutes, like endlessly, and wow, look at the resources. So there you go. But again, he got his production camped. Nashington should have placed his war factories further back. I really can't. Yeah, and again, either side, 1 flame tank around the back could have just won the game. So it's easy for us to say that, but Super intense they made the decisions that they made. Well done to Maze. He will be taking the series 2-1 Nashing. You can't say he didn't play bad because you can't say he didn't play well because he played awesome in these series here, especially the first game. He totally could have had that one, but Maze just turned around going, no, you're not going to beat me. Held fast, turned it around. Well done from both players. I really enjoyed that series. Anyway, I'm Green Zero. Stay tuned to my channel. We'll have the the semi-finals coming up. Next, that's going to be between Maze and the Unleashed Animal. That's right, Unleashed UA. I'm Green Zero. Stay tuned to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.